What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Now let's get it. Let's go ahead and get the YouTube disclaimer out the way. This is not financial advice. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell any cryptocurrency. Now that we got that out the way, let's go ahead and take care of a little bit of housekeeping. Currently, right now, Bitcoin is holding strong. Not only is it holding strong, Bitcoin looking like it might be ready for a breakout. Bitcoin $106,606 as of today, very close to $107,000. By the time this video is released, it could be $107,000. It could be $108,000. We know that Bitcoin, when it starts to run, it can run in a very aggressive manner. Bitcoin dominance is starting to slide, starting to decline. We're at 63.18%, which is the exact direction that we want to see it, that we need to see it go in order to see you know what. That's right, altcoin season. Fear and greed index right now is at 58. Excellent level. 58 for the fear and greed index, and you got almost $107,000 Bitcoin. Imagine what the price of Bitcoin is going to be when the fear and greed index gets back to 65. 75. Those are the things that I like to pay attention to and that I like to see. Let's go ahead and talk about old man Ethereum. We know old man Ethereum has been having his struggles as of lately. The past few months, we've been seeing him bounce back on the road to recovery. What is old man Ether doing today? Well, I'm glad you asked. Ethereum, $2,642 for one Ethereum as of today. The Ethereum dominance, it is continuing to go up. We're at 9.52% dominance for Ethereum. I can't wait till I could get up on this platform and say, y'all, guess what? Ethereum dominance is 10%. But that's the housekeeping. It's always important to understand what's going on, the layout of the scope of the cryptocurrency market that is sitting and held on Bitcoin and Ethereum, the two top dog cryptocurrencies in the world. So what I want to talk about today, I want to talk about patience. I want to talk about FOMO. FOMO is the fear of missing out. Those are the two things that I want to discuss. I want to share with you how those things impacted me during the last cycle, which was really my first cycle, 2020, 2021, that I had to experience patience. I had to experience FOMO. Not only did I have to experience, I had to learn it. One of the best ways to learn anything is from experience. So I'm going to share with you guys my experience with patience, my experience with FOMO. But also I want to talk about Liberation Day. Liberation Day 2025 was a black swan event. January was exciting. February 1st happened. The terrorists came. Then boom, April 2nd, Liberation Day was announced to where reciprocal tariffs was going to be applied to the various countries, which caused the financial market across the world to get sucked out, to decline, to have massive drops like we've seen never before, only a few times before. Also, comparative to the COVID-19 crash of 2020, so forth and so on. In the 4-year cycle, it seemed like we always seems to have one black swan event. That seems to have been our one black swan event of the new cycle. Last cycle's black swan event was COVID-19. Nobody knew exactly what the black swan event would be. Could nobody forecast that COVID-19 was going to transpire, but it did, and it sucked out the life from the financial market, cryptocurrency, stock market, etc., declaring that it was a black swan event. What happened after that black swan event? What happens typically after each and every black swan event? There's always a recovery. You never see back-to-back black swan events. That's what I've been pondering over the past few days. I'm like, man, last cycle, 2020, March 2020, we had the black swan event. Bitcoin got down to $4,000-$5,000, whatever it was. The markets got sucked out. Then we saw a road to recovery. We didn't see another black swan event after that. So I'm like, okay, let's fast forward to the 2025 black swan event. Liberation Day 2025, the tariffs. We saw Bitcoin get down to $74,000. We saw the stock market get down to very low levels, 3,000 point declines in one day. What are we to expect after this? Are we to expect another black swan event? Well, if you're basing it off history, which is all we have to go off of, the data, the charts, and history, we're going to remove our emotions and we're going to insert history. We're going to insert data as we remove our emotions. Once we remove our emotions and we insert data, there's never been a back-to-back black swan event. So, rest of 2025, what could we be seeing? We could be seeing a continual, gradual climb to the upward direction. We've already took our hit. We've already had the black swan event in 2025. So now we can breathe. We got that out the way. So we don't have to panic and worry about, oh, what's next? Is it going to be a black swan? Well, we already had our black swan event. Typically, after the black swan event, we see the markets go up in a very fast rates to close out that particular cycle. If you looked at 2020, March 2020, after March 2020, you saw the recovery. You saw the increase. You saw new all-time highs. Higher highs were being made, so forth and so on. So I'm expecting the same thing in 2025. I'm expecting to see a continual pump to the upward direction. That's why yesterday, a few days ago, I was saying when the markets were red, go back and take a look at your portfolio. Look at those coins that are red, the coins that you trust, the coins that you have been looking at, the coins that you have been hoping and wishing that you were in, but you wasn't in. Once they get red, those are buying opportunities. You buy in a red, then when it recovers, you are in profits. That is how you dominate a cryptocurrency bull market, which is what we're in right now. The year after the Bitcoin halving is always the most explosive times, the most explosive parts of the bull market. So that's that. You guys sip on that. See how much sense that makes to you as far as the black swan event and what happens after the black swan event. That's what I have been pondering off of now. Also want to talk about patience and FOMO. Patience and FOMO is a real thing. Everybody have both. Everybody have patience. Your level of patience may be higher than some. Everybody has FOMO. Everybody has the fear of missing out, especially when you're in cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency can go up very fast. We saw several coins over the past few weeks really pump in a very fast manner to where a lot of folks had the fear of missing out, which is FOMO. During this particular part of the cycle, you want to be careful how you place your patience and how you place your FOMO. Last cycle, one of the things that really that I learned a lot from was being patient. Typically, when you are in some of the coins, if you already vetted those coins seem to be solid coins. They're not scam coins. Patience have always been one of the best things that you can utilize when moving through a bull market. A lot of times you look at coins, these coins may be pumping. You look at your coin is not pumping. And what I used to do, what I did last cycle, I would sell my coin that was not pumping, and I would not have a lot of patience because I would sell. Then I would FOMO into another coin that was pumping. Like ZBet Network has been pumping recently. I would sell my coin that haven't been pumping, and then I would FOMO into ZBet Network. When I FOMO into ZBet Network, I would get in while it's green, while it's pumping. I would buy at the top because I didn't know no better. Then I'll buy at the top. Guess what ZBet Network or whatever coin that I was FOMOing into would do? It would start to dip. It would start to decline. And as that coin declined, the coin that I lost patience in, that I sold out of, that coin starts to pump. That was destroying me. That is how I was getting wrecked during the last cycle. So, number one, I was not having enough patience. Number two, I was FOMOing in and out of plays, having the fear of missing out. Some of you may be doing the same thing this cycle. Some of you guys may be looking at your plays and saying, you know what, this play is not really doing it for me. I'm looking at these other plays, Jerry the Turtle, whatever it is. I see this coin is up 200%, 300%. Let me go ahead and FOMO into that play. Let me sell out of this play. what I've been doing this cycle, if I do see a coin that is attractive, that I don't have any skin in the game, then I won't sell out of the plays that I'm currently in. I'll just get some more dry powder and then start to dollar cost average into that play that I am starting to like, that I'm becoming accustomed to, that I'm seeing start to pump. And I'm trying to have enough patience to where I don't FOMO in. Sometimes it's hard. You see these coins pumping, you say, no, I'm not going to get in. And then you see it pump again. You say, damn, well, I should have got in. But then you say, I know I shouldn't FOMO in. So, it's like a back and forth, So sometimes it's best just to get a little bit in, dollar cost average in, and then watch and see what direction to go in. If it go up, then you good because you bought in. If you want to increase dollar cost average in again, put a little bit more. So it's just different ways that you can play this cryptocurrency market. But most importantly, make sure that you don't get wrecked. Make sure that you don't get over emotional with your investments. Getting over emotional and having lack of patience, saying, oh man, I've been in this place for 3 weeks. This place ain't did nothing. 3 weeks? Really? You have no patience. Oh, ye of little patience. You have to be careful when you are not having enough patience, because we know at the drop of a dime, drop of a hat, cryptocurrency, any of these doggone coins can run up 100%, 2x, 3x, just like that. And then you'll be kicking yourself saying, damn, I just sold out that play last week. And then you'll be asking yourself, how come every time I sell my play, a few days later it run up? Well, that's because these plays go up and they go down. They don't stay down forever and they don't go up forever. So you have to understand, typically being patient is the best thing that you can do. Just let these plays ride. If you see a play go up 50, 60, 80%, 120% in one day, take some profits. Set that money to the side. That's your new dry powder. If you see it come back down, start to correct. Use like ZBet Network down 30% today. Where's your dry powder? You was loving ZBet Network last week when it was up 60%, 50%. Now that is down 30%. What are you going to do? You're going to sit back and watch it, or now you're going to turn against it? Oh, now I don't like ZBet Network. It's down 30%. You like to buy high and sell low. Hey, always buy low and sell high. Understand the basic fundamentals of investing, and especially when you're in cryptocurrency, because cryptocurrency is so volatile. 30% up or down is not out of the ordinary for cryptocurrency. Do not panic. Do not get freaked out when you see such coins move in that type of manner. This is just what we are in, what we choose to sign up to cryptocurrency. We have to know that these type of things will happen, because this is a very volatile asset, very new asset. Asset has not been around nowhere near as long as the stock market been around and some of the other investment assets that people are investing in. So just wanted to share with you guys my little tidbit about being patient, about watching out for FOMO, having the fear of missing out, because we're getting very close to altcoin season. If we're not already in altcoin season, you're going to see more coins do like Jerry the Turtle did, ZBet Network did the past couple of weeks. You're going to see these coins up 120% in one day. There's going to be a lot of new retail investors coming into the market. Guess what they're going to do? They're not going to see this video. They're not going to understand what FOMO is. They're not going to understand what they're doing. They're having the fear of missing out. But what they're going to be doing, oh, I see it's up 60%. Let me buy high. That's called being a newbie. We were all once a newbie. We were all once there, and you had to go through the learning lessons of navigating through cryptocurrency, especially in the bear market when all the hype is surrounding cryptocurrency. Bitcoin's new all-time highs on Fox News, CNN. Your co-workers talking about it. Your aunties, uncles, baby mama, baby daddy is talking about cryptocurrency and saying, have you heard of Bitcoin? Are you invested in Bitcoin? Which cryptocurrencies should I buy? So come on over there. Join us in the Patreon. We have a great, awesome cryptocurrency community that love to talk about cryptocurrency all day, every day. And most important, love to make money all day, every day. So, like I say, I just continue to come to you guys every day just to continue to give you that good encouragement. Coming to you guys every day to give you that good motivation. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.